Okay, so I'm finally ready to format this for the laser once and for all. It's all one big shape. Oops. So, and I'm pretty happy with it. And let me show you how to get this started. It's pretty easy. You're going to select everything. You're going to, actually, before you do that, you're going to do something kind of weird. In your layers, and this is important, otherwise it's going to create problems for us. In your layers, you're going to see that there's a group. See that? There's a compound path and a group, another group, and another group. And there's going to be a gazillion layers here. And everybody's is a little bit different, but you're going to want to keep, as confusing as it sounds, you go down to the basic group in that specific laser design. Go down to the basic group, and this is the one I want to keep. So as weird as this seems, all the other ones. So here up, not including this one, I'm going to delete them. So I'm going to come through, hold the shift key. So now all of those are selected. If you accidentally selected this one, deselect it. And then I'm going to hit the garbage can button. And there we go. So, oops. Where's my image now? Uh-oh. Wait, let me get it again. Yep, there it is. Okay, so it kept what I wanted it to keep. So now what I do is I click on my stroke and my fill, and you see what, you know what? It didn't do what I wanted it to do. You know, if that's a problem, it's not the end of the world. I'm going to undo just the whole deleting, undo. Let's see. And, you know, I'll just do it this way. Just select everything, no biggie. And first of all, I'm going to say I want no fill. So come on, no fill. Okay. Cancel. Fine, I'll give it a stroke. Your stroke has to be black, but not just any black. Like this looks like black, right? But it's not black. It needs to be red 0, green 0, blue 0. Or if you're feeling lazy like me, just drag this down like that and call it a day. And then, and why is it not? Oh, I got to set a stroke here. Stroke weight, and this is important. The laser cutter is kind of stupid, and you need to set your stroke weight to 0.25, otherwise it will not work. And then give it a fill of nothing. And so it should look like this. So you see, it's basically, those are all my cut lines. So anywhere I see a line, that's where the laser cutter is going to cut. And I'm pretty happy with the looks of that. That looks good. And what I'm going to do, okay, I'm happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is I can add one more thing. This is optional. If you don't do this, we can do this later. It's actually easier if you do it now, but you don't have to. And what I mean is I'm going to add lines here. And if you're, you know what, I think I'm going to skip that step. It's how to add like lines so that you don't have to cut your guides, but I'm kind of worried about that for you guys, so I'm just going to leave it like that. So last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add something called a guide that's going to tell the laser where to start cutting. So I'm going to grab the rectangle tool, and I'm going to come up to the top here, and as weird as this sounds, I'm going to just click, and I'm going to make this have a width of 23.9 and a height, oops, that's 20, that's not 23, and a height of 8. So it's going to be the same size as my artboard. I'm going to say OK. And then instead of it being a black stroke, this is a guideline. So I'm going to make it have a fill of red. So it's going to be 255 red, 0 green, 0 blue with 0.25 points. And that's my guide. And this is just about ready to be formatted for the laser. So first of all, I'm going to obviously save my work. And then what I'm going to do is go back to our class, right? And go to Google Drive for our class. And, you know, it depends on where you are. And you're going to go to your folder. So I'll just do this in my third period folder for that semester. You might be somewhere else, obviously. And of course, this is not working. There we go. And you're going to look for your folder. Here I am. And I've got already a folder created called Shapes Landscape. That's where it's going to go, not just like anywhere. I need to find it, so I don't have to play a guessing game. And I'm going to go File, New Finder Window, and there it is. And I'm going to drag this in here. Now, I also want to add to this my JPEG of my design, but honestly, this is what I really want to see for this. So, oops, that's the wrong, you know what? That's the wrong design. That's not what it's supposed to look like. Wow, I'm glad I checked that. Where is it? I thought that was it, but it doesn't look like it's supposed to. Huh. Let's find it this way. Go to Downloads. There it is. Silver R Laser, that's the one I was working on. Okay. There we go. And here's what I should see. And it's okay that I added both of those, but I'm going to delete this one because it's also called laser. But that's what I want. Okay, so that's the file I need to actually print it out on the laser. You give me something else and I just can't do it for you. And that's just too bad, so sad. So just make sure you follow the directions. And I know they're kind of long, but it will get you through. And if you're still having trouble, lunch, study hall, after school, let me know. Happy to help. Thanks, everyone.